Hi, good afternoon, friends. In this video, we will be talking about an important topic called learning to say no. Now, this is a very interesting thing. We face so many situations in our day to day life when we meet people and we just succumb to the pressure and accept whatever has to be done. And later on, we have the pain or feeling, I'm just too worked up. So, why not learn to say no? So, well, it sounds so easy, but it is actually the most difficult thing to do. So, what I realized over a period of time from my own examples, that initially I also in my working life in corporate, I used to have bosses and various people who used to give me tasks, and I used to meekly accept and say, okay, fine, sir, I will do this. Fine, sir, this will be done. And in my hearts of hearts, I would curse them. So, the learning was basically that I should have said no at that point of time. So, what basically learning to know means is not that you are trying to disappoint the other person, it's just that you're putting your foot down. So, how do you say no? And even before that, I address two critical things which I realized why people can't say no. Number one is they don't want to hurt the other person, and number two, they don't want to spoil the relationship. But on the contrary, if you say no at the right time, rather than hurting the person later or impacting the relationship at a later point of time, the person would realize that fine, this guy can only do this thing. So fine, there is no point expecting beyond this, and maybe that would rather help the relationship in the long run. But we do the vice versa. So what's the easiest solution to say no? So which I figured out was like whenever you have to say no to somebody, you should be extra polite but at the same time firm. For example, if my boss tells me or somebody in my family tells me that, look, this task has to be done and I don't want to do that, then I would simply say, I appreciate that you gave me this task which has to be done, but I would not be able to do this task. So I said this in a very polite but firm manner. Now he may question you again and say, why you can't do it? You say, so sorry, there are certain limitations and I would really not be the right person to do this. So usually it might end up being the other person might in the short run be a little disappointed, but in the long run, the expectations would be set right. And believe me, if you can follow this simple formula, which even I am trying to do myself, it would help you in the long run. Thank you very much and stay safe.